Football on the horizon and a great place for it. Welcome to historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. Starting from the 5. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Okay, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a third MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season, and sure, 45 total touchdowns now. Now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
First snap, and Lamar's going to throw. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Running for it. Here's Henry. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock is 3rd as a starter. From Utah State, it's Jordan Love.
Give a lot of credit to Jordan last year. Worked through a bunch of injuries over the course of the season. Remember, the Packers were down and had to claw themselves back to the playoffs. And this kid's averaged almost 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns a year the last 2 years as a starter. A big reason why they've made the postseason both times.
Kicks the handoff, now Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing for the back of the end zone. It's incomplete, but good awareness. They saw him jump, shot it deep. Now we're going to get this call. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 2nd down.
Following the penalty, Brock, an easier go now. 2nd down and just 2. Now Love on the play fake. Finds him over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Love now, off the play action. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
From the red zone on 1st. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. On the sneak, it's Love. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Jacob punches it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up. So we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. line, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he's down to the 42-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. 2nd and 3 now. It's Henry on the counter. A lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Turning to Henry on 3rd. Again, his number is called, and the defense read it once more. Shutting him down. That brings up 4th down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic 1st down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Zay Flowers, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Well, this upcoming week, Brock, a big one for all of us here in the Madden community. It is the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Chance for all of us to celebrate our namesake, the impact he's had on the sport we love. across an incredible week of games. It all begins with Green Bay at Detroit on Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to continue all the way through to the bookend. Giants at Patriots, a rematch of a couple of Super Bowls on Monday night. Thrown on first down, Love finds the in route complete. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
On second down, Jacobs. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got third and short coming up from their own 44.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They've got a man in motion. Turning to Jacobs on third. Tried to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Fourth down, here's Love. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. A draw now. This is Henry. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Another run for Henry. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Third and just 2 to go. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. On fourth now, on comes Tyler Luke. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And this is Savion Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out now runs the Packer offense. The turnover on downs only led to 3. Obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play fake. It's Love. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And Baltimore finishes the return in the end zone. Touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead off the turnover. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Here's Luke for the point after. Pressure gets there, right side, it's blocked!
And that block's going to take a little bit of the sting away from giving up the touchdown. I'll tell you, that's exactly, if you're on that special teams unit, how you want to start this game, playing hard, executing well, and putting a little seed of doubt and thought on the special teams unit on the other side.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Packers all set to get back out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Love out of the shotgun. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This is on target to Christian Watson. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Love from the gun. That's Reed on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Sticking in the air. Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing again. Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. Small gain down to the 23. Brought down by the only safety picked in the first round this year, and that's Malachi Starks.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
McManus sends it through. And it's back to a 1-score game now. The deficit is 6.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
On now is McManus to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. This is ahead for about 5. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Running once more with Henry. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Lamar now from the gun. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Changing it up here, Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They kick the running back in motion. Jackson now on 3rd. He's making a bid for it. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. From the pistol, Henry. Crashes through a tackle. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Nate Hobbs in on that stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. We played one here on Christmas Day. Our score, 16-10. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Out of the gun, Henry. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Brought down by Quay Walker.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Fourth down, he calls his own number on the option. And he wanted to come close to getting back to the line here. No shot at converting. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action. Love. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and then he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Love. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Well, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away, and that sets up 3rd down.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 40. That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Once more, it's Love. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They go counter. It's Jacobs. Running in the red zone. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Packers first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Couldn't find a completion on first down. This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Brought in. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Love now. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And they'll take the lead.
Packers 17. Ravens 16.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Machine Ali on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you, because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over it. Tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
Putting a receiver in motion. Lamar off the play fake. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. And send a receiver left. From the gun, Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Lamar's going to keep this one. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held the line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Slot man's in motion right. This one's sent up for Lamar. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Not the biggest game, but exactly what they needed. Just get the first down and keep this drive rolling.
First down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down.
Way to keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Now here's Lamar. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Jackson keeping it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens push their lead to 6.
23. Packers 17.
set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Brooks now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Love out of the shotgun. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Handoff here to Jacobs. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line, second down. Love from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They'll run for it. Jacobs. That'll be the first and more. Now here he goes down the right sideline. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Situational football. You're running on fourth and short, and a lot of times these defenses are so concerned at the point of attack, but if you can get it to the second level, it is easy to rip off a big chunk yardage run just like that.
Wilson has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers tie and can take the lead here in the second. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers take the lead on that successful kick.
Ravens 23.
On now is McManus to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. They run. Here's Henry. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down, and they go right back to him.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. The right side is caught by Hopkins. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Motioning left is their running back. To the air on 3rd and long. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
And the Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Raven 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Lamar's going to keep this one. Escapes a defender. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More football from the frozen tundra of Lambeau coming up. Lamar now from the gun. He finds Bateman on the slant. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They put Flowers in motion right. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
At the Packers' 2-yard line.
Henry. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Trying to get it with the option here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His third total score this game. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1. More times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens push their lead to 6.
Packers 24.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here comes Williams on the return. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, it's Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now. They need 7. Motioning the tight end now. Here's Love. Right back to Watson. This is Combs. And he gets him the first partner, but they are already acting like this one's not going to stand. Let's listen. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Love looking to pass. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. And that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He puts some air under it deep down the left. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Ravens send Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Jackson, quick pass wide. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Now it's Lamar. Hopkins on the slant. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lamar throwing again. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him 5 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First down from the 42. Jackson's going to throw again. Now here he goes. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's another Baltimore first down.
So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Jacobs. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Hits him on the in route. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10 from the 32. They stick with Jacobs. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Love now. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. Pass is cut at the 9. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
They'll run, Jacobs. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun now for Love. He brings it in. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get this one time. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll take the lead.
Makes the score Packers 31, Ravens 30. Brendan McManus.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. A draw now. This is Henry. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Lamar out of the pistol. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. One of the tight ends motioning left. Jackson keeping it himself. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. It's going to cost him about a yard. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Jackson now on 3rd. He's making a bid for it. They cross the 40 on a nice run. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Nice run across the 15. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
Baltimore first down. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
Lamar's going to keep this one. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
It's Henry on the counter. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Hey, 3 touchdown games aren't unusual for a quarterback, but we normally see him through the air. This QB's legs have been a problem for this defense today.
Lamar and the Ravens all set for this 2-point try.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Keeping it on the ground. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt.
36.
Well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. Yet no way that running back was going to get that one in, not with that force of the defense coming at him.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now Love on the play fake. That's complete to Reed out left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Love from the gun. It's to Reed again. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
So 1st down from the 41. Love out of the shotgun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Back to the air. Love. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
1st and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he gets this forward to the 19.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. Play action, Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 3rd and short. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Running on first here with Jacobs. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Love looking to pass. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score. That is so.
Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out that might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Connecting on a slant. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. Jackson keeping it himself. This is a nice gain, nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
It's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Trying to get it with the option. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd-and-1 run.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab and bound.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Love. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Jacobs running behind center. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. There's Love to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Love now to throw. This is Reed working the right side. And he barely gets it into enemy territory to the 49. That play made by an all-pro from last season, Marlon Humphrey.
2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side.
Intended for Jaden Reed.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So even after the near turnover, Brock, offense still getting the call here. It's 4th down. He's back to throw. They connect for the first. And they get this down to the 28. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
Packers first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Wilson on the shotgun handoff. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Love. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they have 3rd and short.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
3rd and 1 now. Love. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take the lead as Tom runs out here in the 3rd. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Matt LaFleur with faith in his offense. They're set to try for 2. Love's going to throw for 2. Catches it at the 1. And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points. So just a lone quarter remains in our Christmas Day game. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. On now is McManus to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Drop this one down for Henry. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And the defense waiting for him at the line. line, and he goes down.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Jackson now on third. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They let him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. First and 10 from the 32. Love from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Kicks the handoff, now Love. Big game downfield. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 9-point advantage. Jaden Reed, the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game.
Packers 46, Ravens 36.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Ali to return it. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Here's Lamar. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
First down, here's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Give now to the running back. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Lamar now from the gun. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
From the gun, Jackson. Completed over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Here's Mitchell again. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Mitchell up the middle. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 21-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. A tight end in motion now. Changing it up here, Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Throw is caught. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
To Zay Flowers. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Nickel look by the Packers on 3rd down. Jackson's going to throw again. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Brooks now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Watson coming in motion right. Play fake, it's Love. Hauled in by Musgrave. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and long, here's Love. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline, and now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Taken right at the 40. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Tight end in motion left. QB keeping it here. The 2nd down option. Crosses the 35. Room for more. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 5 yards. Things looking good. 2nd and goal now from the 2.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Here's another for him. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens now trail by just a point in the 4th.
Touchdown, Ravens.
So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Brooks now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Love now off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back.
Still 1st down.
Play action, Love. Connects on the crosser. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Love now to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 4 yards, and it'll give the Packers the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll go from the gun with Wilson. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Shotgun now for Love. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Taking a deep shot here. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Punt team on the field. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. The give now to Mitchell. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
1st down, Baltimore.
1st down now, ball at the 33. So read here, a give to Mitchell. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Ooh, he made most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that 1st down carry?
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Lamar off to play fake. Andrews has it, work in the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Ravens pushing to get within range for a game winner. Mitchell off the pistol give. And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Again, this is Mitchell. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw. Gets this to Bateman. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Here's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. A kick they needed, but it's no good as it sails too far right. And they do not break the tie here in the 4th.
Well, they got the chance to kick a potential game winner, Kate, and that's all that kicker wanted, a chance. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. And all he can hope now, tie game late here, is that his counterpart across the way, warming up in that kicking net, well, he doesn't get the chance to end it himself.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. This is Reed working the right side. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Reed. Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they get the 1st down. This also moves him into range, Brock, for a potential game-winning field goal.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
A give to Wilson up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Now to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Ali to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. It's another one into the hands of Flowers. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. The left side is napped by Bateman. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Baltimore, 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. And a Raven 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Lamar throwing again. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down.
Do not kick it to 22.
And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. So this is a Packers win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.